the top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollitt, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the first down and more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. He's got an open man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start this drive going to the air, using the quick game. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Barber. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Got a little space. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback making adjustments. The RPO, it's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
But when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the 1st down.
Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. Pressure coming. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Defense was not fooled for a second, and it'll bring up fourth down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Ohio State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, they've been playing for the Floyd of Rosedale Trophy since 1935, Minnesota and Iowa, and now it's a final. Minnesota delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Minneapolis for some time. And if this team's not careful, it could become a football school again like it was back in the 1930s and 40s. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Runs through a tackle. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football. I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. There he goes. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Here comes the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A little screen to the running back. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
A really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop. This should be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the left. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the 1st quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the 2nd. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Quickly complete. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. With the catch, it's Graves. Turning it on! Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll throw it from the red zone. Rushes on him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Sends it back in motion. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down. Off play action. Takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Unloads quickly. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He wants to change this route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17.
A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Huskers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Flushed out of the pocket. Unleashes one. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, and you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone, the offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They're working that left side.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
From the gun, the ground game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Just drives it between the uprights. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism.
Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Gives it to the back on the draw. Spins away from the defense. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. It's caught. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got a man. It's Graves. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Penn State is ahead early at Happy Valley, but that's not exactly Saquon out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over USC. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off-play action on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab on the left side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Pulls it in, and he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Huskers line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line.
First and 10.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the air on first down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Direct snap. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And here he comes out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
The run from the shotgun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Now on first down from the 30. Quick completion to the right. At the 45 on his way. Dashing the D on the right. Touchdown Cornhuskers. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish. A 70-yard run to the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
It's now 3rd down.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. He'll set up to throw. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Caught near the sidelines. Will pick up a few before going out of bounds.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll line up for a second down play. Rides the back on the option to give. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The give on the option. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Eastern Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. It's complete on the right side.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll go with a direct snap. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Buckeyes will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. At the 35, he's got more. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defensive coordinator was really pleased with his unit after registering 3 sacks last week. He wanted to add a few more wrinkles in their blitz packages to see if they could build on that in this game. So far, they hadn't gotten to the QB until that last play just now. Now let's find out if they can crank up the heat.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
I feel like this defense really needed that, man. They need a shot in the arm. They've had some bad possessions, not been great. Nice job getting to the quarterback, getting in a predictable 3rd and long situations where now you can unleash that pass rush.
The offense changing the play. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And this offense, man, here in the 2nd half, they give up another sack, and they're just not as crisp. Like, first half, it felt like they were in a good rhythm. Nice job by this defense. After half, coming out with some adjustments that has confused this offense.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Quick completion on the out route. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run it on the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44, a big-time pickup on that one.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Red pass, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Got his man out of the backfield. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. The give from the gun. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2.
The defense is going to need one more stop. This is the game right now. You just got one on that last run play, setting up 4th down. Do you bring pressure? What are we doing defensively here to make sure that we can get off the field and win this game?
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Here comes the heat. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Got room at the 35. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Utah. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Cornhuskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The screen, and watch out. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep him in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. This time it's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds.
Touchdown, Nebraska! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Leaves it with the back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. This is a designed run. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that 1st down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the 1st down marker. Turnover on downs.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
Now, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.